Last time on Swaggin' Ball Z.
More like dragging these balls all across your 2022 hype
Cool.
list.
Wow.
Yeah. We're
That
back
was
with the casual
great.
opinions again. Highbrow humor. Hopefully Caleb kept the fart sound machine because apparently we're all 8 years old. But yeah,
Nice.
it's so good. It's the reverb on the fart that I think is so great.
I think that's the winning recipe there. Is just a fart with reverb.
Agreed.
We-
Agreed
Yeah.
completely. Today we're what is it, January 15th or whatever. We're gonna do yeah, okay, good. We're gonna do our 2023 hype lists here. We did this last year for 2022. Just essentially top 10 things we're excited for coming up this year. It's still early enough in the year, I figured, to do it. Basically, rules on that is it can be anything that you're excited about: movies, video games, TV shows, books, what have you, that are, let's say, they either have a set release date or they are at least projected to come out this year. Now, if there's, and I'm not even taking it that seriously. If there is a rumor, if there is the slightest little inkling that it might come out this year, then feel free to put it on your list. Because nobody ever knows, right? And as we will see, I thought it would be fun to start by going through our 2022 hype lists as well. A lot of shit changes. A lot of stuff they say it will come out and then it won't. So yeah, that'll be the agenda for the day. I want to just kind of go through. Should I go through everybody's like in order? Should I do everybody? Should I like do Bailey's top 10, Caleb's top 10, my top 10, or should I do everybody's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
Maybe just run through them each.
Yeah,
like that. Maybe just like the recap real quick.
Okay.
Here's Bailey's.
Take your
and we can
time, but yeah,
laugh
like
at-
exactly, yeah.
Cool.
Analyze
yeah,
each.
laugh at each entry as it comes through, or
Yeah.
groan depending.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'll start with mine. Then we'll just work backwards, I guess. I had at number 10, I had House of the Dragon, which I'm very satisfied with that. That ended up being one of my top 2-3 shows of the year. So happy with that choice.
Very good.
My number 9, I had Dragon Ball Super Superhero, which I freaking loved, which was just a great movie. For 8, I had season 3/4 of Atlanta. I liked season 3. Wasn't blown away by season 3, and then honestly, I never watched season 4.
What?
I know.
Season 4 was way better. Yeah.
That's what I heard too. So I don't know, maybe I wasn't super duper impressed with season 3, and then I kind of forgot that they were releasing season 4.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was at, but I still went through and did it.
Yeah, that's fair. Number 7, I had Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which didn't get released.
Wah wah wah.
Yeah,
We
well,
have the soundboard ready with like a fart sound or something, Caleb.
well, Caleb can cue up a fart sound for this one because I know this is how he feels. Number 6, I had Thor: Love and Thunder on there. I was very
that
excited
was kind
for
of a
that.
doo-doo movie. I won't fart for that. It's not fart worthy.
It didn't live up to my expectations, but I think I liked it.
I think that's
guys
all
did.
of us. All of us are kind of like, it didn't meet our expectations and was kind of one of the biggest disappointments of the year. But
I liked it. I think I liked it more than you guys did, but yeah, it was not where I wanted it to be.
fair.
Number 5, I had what I thought was going to be the final season of Attack on Titan. It was
We
not
were
the
all
final
fools.
season. Yeah, it was not the final season. It was very good, but it did not finish. Number 4, maybe my biggest oof on here, perhaps, just because of how high I have it and how kind of let down I was. Rings of Power, I had at number 4. I was very mega hype for Rings of Power, and then it was just kind of okay. I thought.
I would
Gotcha.
stretch. That was a stretch to say. Okay.
Number 3, I had another that did not get released. I had season 3 of The Mandalorian. Everybody thought that, or it was at least rumored that it could have been a 22 release, but it wasn't. Number 2,
Like they usually do with like November or something like that.
yeah, like it could have been like a Christmas time thing, like a holiday release, and I think it would have been
Holiday
uber
Mando.
hype. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, I had Obi-Wan Kenobi as my number 2 on the list there. I liked Obi-Wan Kenobi a lot. Maybe not quite as much as my hype. Maybe the hype didn't quite correlate to the exact degree. Like I think at one point we were like, this is going to be the greatest show in human history. Made my top 10 list. I still very much liked it, but maybe not quite number 2 hype list level. It was still great when that mole guy got cut in half by the lasers. That'll live in my mind forever. And then my number 1, I knew it would be good. I'm glad it was my number 1, and it did not disappoint. And I had God of War Ragnarok as my number 1, and in my opinion, that was the best game that got released this year. I'm not a Souls, Elden Ring type guy. Those games, maybe I'm not a pro gamer enough to handle those games.
Same.
God of War was freaking awesome. It was a fantastic game. I spent also like hype to time spent ratio, like of everything. Like I spent like almost 60 hours playing God of War, so I got my fill.
Very nice.
So that was my top 10. 2 of them didn't get released. Really, only one of them kind of disappointed me. So I'm pretty happy overall with my list here. Then we have, we'll go to Caleb's list next here. We'll reverse alphabetical order here.
I love it.
Caleb on his number 10 spot has one that I'm just like, damn, this guy knew something that we didn't know. Like this guy had something. Like this is a smart cookie here.
Okay.
At number 10, Caleb had multiverses on there.
Woo! I did. That's right.
Yeah.
That was really fun when it came out. Yeah.
And multiverses kicked ass. Like
It kicked ass for the 2 weeks that people were talking about it.
Yeah,
It just-
kind of. I mean, I played a little bit longer than
Yeah.
that, but yeah, it's like I haven't.
Yeah.
I'll be
It
honest.
was
I have not
probably
played
one
it
of-
in a minute.
yeah, me
Probably
too.
one of the hardest fall offs for a game in 2022, and probably in just this decade in general.
I think it just kind of lost hype. Like I don't know. I think it's still good. Like
I think it's certainly still good.
Yeah.
It's found its fan base, you know.
Yeah.
And I think
Honestly,
with me, I'm
yeah.
a much more casual person. So like when it comes to like those Smash style games, obviously Smash is like my peak and I compare everything to it. But Smash has a whole lot more to offer than these other games do. Like it's got like a story mode usually sometimes or an arcade mode.
More single player content.
A lot more single player content, whereas multiverses, it's just fighting people over and over and over. So like there's a little bit less to do. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad game. It's just I had my through with it. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still very good.
It was like a good month and a half worth of fun for me.
Yeah.
And I will be honest, it opened me up to shows and properties that I hadn't really watched before. Like I watched a good bit of I'd never really gotten on the Adventure Time bandwagon, but I watched a good bit of Adventure Time after that. And then I also became super mega obsessed with Steven Universe as well, just from playing as those characters there. That is a great show. I know you won't watch it, Caleb, but it is phenomenal. So good pick at 10. Caleb's number 9 was a no release. That was the Super Mario movie at number 9.
Oh, really? I had that on there?
Wow.
Didn't quite see the light of day.
I guess not.
I remember it did get delayed. I think it was supposed to
Yeah.
come out in October, and then they bumped it back to like, this upcoming April.
Wow.
Yeah. Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Then at number 8, Caleb had, I think it was a DLC expansion, Star Wars: The Old Republic: Legacy of the Sith.
Did it happen?
Oh yeah,
am
no, it
not
happened.
familiar.
It 100% happened.
It happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're good with their stuff. I just completely forgot I put that on there.
Was it good?
Never played it.
Brilliant.
You know it came out. It was on your hype list, and
Yeah.
you never touched it.
I
Brilliant.
do genuinely follow that game extensively because I still have it on my computer, but like I have not played that game in a while, and it's just it's an MMO, so it's so hard to like get your foot back in the door after you haven't played it in a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
And there's just so like this expansion came out, but I knew I would have no way of getting to that expansion until I beat all of the other expansions, like because
Right.
they're linear to a degree, like.
Sure.
So yeah, it's I never got around to it, but I knew it was really cool. Like I was all hype for it. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I know I never played it.
Damn. You hate to see it.
You do.
Number 7, Caleb had Rings of Power.
Yikes.
Eh.
Yeah.
Number 6, Caleb had Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Woo!
Oh, nice. There we go.
Ring! Solid pick. Good movie. Fun time.
It was a great movie, yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is going to be so good.
Yeah, I can't wait for Adam.
Get it. Oh, I have half of them. I do have some Bailey mentioned honorable mentions. I have a couple of honorable mentions as well for when we get there. Number 5, Caleb had Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh boy.
Little bit disappointing.
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit.
Oh, we hate to see it. We
really do. We really do. I was beyond hype for that movie, and it was a bit of a letdown.
I went into that wanting Jurassic, and all I got was Grasshopper Park, Grasshopper World, or whatever what was the plot again? It was
I don't
grasshoppers were attacking.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
Grasshoppers?
like giant locusts, I think, or something like that.
Oh, interesting.
It was
I
like
never
killing all these
actually-
crops or something, and it had something to do
Oh.
with Engine. And Engine was developing like the special thing to kill them. I don't know. It's like, yeah, I don't really know what
So
that.
the
And there were
dinosaurs
dinosaurs
were
there
just-
too.
The dinosaurs were just an after that. The whole
Kinda. It
the
kind of
whole idea of there being like a world of dinosaurs was like thrown away in the first 10 minutes because they just took them to a mountain range and contained them there or something like that.
Well, no, there were still wild dinosaurs. Certainly, there were definitely still some wild dinosaurs out in the wild. Like that could still be a thing. But like it was just
They
the
just didn't
most
explore
all
it
over
further.
bonkers movie. The only cool parts were the OG cast coming back, and even then it was a little weak with their roles. Like it was just like
Yeah.
I've said this before. Like pretty much all of the Jurassic Park and sort of the Jurassic World movies. It had that set. It was on an island. You were trapped on an island getting hunted down by dinosaurs. We didn't have that in this movie, and that's why it sucked. Like, it completely is different from every other movie we've had prior to it, and it just wasn't it. It didn't follow the same formula the other movies did, and it wasn't good. So, yeah, I don't know.
Damn. I never got around to watching it, so from what I've gathered, maybe I'm fine not.
It's like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah. Next on Caleb's list, he had absolute banger of a film, strong, excellent choice. Uncharted, starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg.
Absolutely.
Sweating like a hooker in
Straight.
church.
Straight. That line needs to be in the next
No.
movie for sure.
Play it one more time. I need to hear it.
I'm sweating like a hooker in church.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Straight banger of a movie.
Waiting for that
there's-
sequel.
Waiting for it, and we've said it 1,000 times. It made good money, and now it's on Netflix. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I think that's how Mom watched
So
it.
if you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. It's worth your time.
Definitely worth your time.
And then last but not least on Caleb, or no, not last. He's got 3 more. Jesus
I was
Christ.
like, I thought we were on
Morbius.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. Number 3, Caleb had unreleased game Hogwarts Legacy,
Ooh. Yeah, that did not make it.
which comes
Yeah.
out, I think, pretty soon. If
Yes,
I
Yeah.
recall.
this year.
February, maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah, so February release on that, I believe. So that was
Kanye
that.
West's favorite game.
Uh, hopefully it's at least a decent game.
I think
There was already a screenshot released of one of the goblins being like, "We like being slaves. Don't free us." And that's like actual dialogue in the game, and it's like, oh god, they're really pushing that as part of the plot and the narrative.
Well, let's
Yikes.
hope at least maybe the gameplay is good, and then we
I've
could
seen a little bit. It looks
look
fun.
look past the
Anti-Semitism
shittiness of the story. Yeah,
and,
I don't know. I won't be playing the game. I strongly doubt that I
yeah,
will.
my Harry Potter hype has died down long ago.
I'm still hyped for this game. I'm very hyped.
Well, we'll see if you're top 10 hyped for this game. Caleb's number 2 was also Obi-Wan Kenobi. Great show. And then his number 1 was Caleb really did it for Chrissy on his number 1 here with Stranger Things season 4.
I certainly
really
would maybe adjust that and not put that at number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good season.
It was good, but it just
I was late to the
great.
party. Yeah,
compared to like other Stranger Things seasons, I think
Yeah.
it was probably on the weaker end.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's
Still,
good.
I mean, like Stranger Things overall is still like one of the better TV shows out there overall.
Yeah, I just didn't like their way of releasing it, and then the episode lengths was a big issue I had. And also, like, I mean, it was darker, which I know some people liked it. I mean, I was fine with it, but I didn't like the Vecna stuff. It was whatever. We're not here to analyze that. I'm not here to complain about that.
So that was Caleb's top 10. He had 2 unreleased ones on there. Maybe one big oof with Jurassic World. But that was Caleb's list. Rings is an oof to a degree. I think it's decent, but whatever. And then last, let's run through Bailey's here real quick. Number 6, Bailey had, and I don't know why the hell he picked this one.
Wait, 6? What? I didn't have 10?
No, I you'll find out why I switched my words up there. Bailey's number 10, and I don't know why he picked this one because I don't think there is any indication that this is actually ever going to happen. But Bailey had at number 10 Elder Scrolls 6. I think
I don't know why I knew in my head, like as you were saying it, I was like, wait, this is the thing where I put Elder Scrolls 6 on my hype list, wasn't it? Oh no.
It was. I don't expect Elder Scrolls 6 won't come out until I'm at least 30 years old for sure. Which is not that far away, but like it's going to be a minute.
That's insane though from how old you were when Skyrim
right,
came out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. And I've heard rumors that they are actually planning on potentially releasing it for the next gen console. So whatever, like the PS6 or whatever is potentially
if it's not Xbox exclusive.
If it's not Xbox exclusive,
it's going to be just the next Xbox.
Microsoft and Bethesda are now best buddies,
sucking each other off. Yeah.
At number 9, Bailey had Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oof.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, see, I didn't put that on my list, so.
You did not. You did.
Look at us with our starry eyes, I knew. Knowing nothing. Ugh.
At number 9, Bailey had Doctor Strange in the Multiverse, or excuse me, at 8, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Midness.
Yeah, mid. Unfortunate.
R.I.P. Jimbo. At number 7, Bailey had Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Ooh. There we go.
Solid choice. At number 6, Bailey had the Batmid.
Met my expectations, I would say.
That's fair.
Guess I didn't really have any, so.
Yeah. Number 5, Bailey had Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nice.
There we go.
At number 4, Bailey had occasionally, sometimes, in some places, a few times, maybe.
Oh! It took me for. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, no, Everything Everywhere All at Once, great stuff.
At number 4, Number 3, Bailey had The Northman, which he told us all about the dicks
dong.
out volcano
Let's
fight.
go.
It certainly met my expectations.
I want to
will
say something. I had a friend not long after we did that episode. He had mentioned that he saw that movie, and I was like, "Oh, how did you feel about the Dong volcano fight?" He says he didn't know. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. He says he didn't see it.
God.
And I was
the
swearing. I mean,
literal
I
end
didn't
of the
see the movie,
movie.
but I was just like, we were just talking about this. I know it happens, so I don't know. But he says that it didn't happen, so I don't know.
Definitely happens. Oh my
Okay,
god.
maybe
How
he
do you-
walked
It's
out,
the literal end. It's the final fight of the movie. Maybe he fell asleep. I don't know. 'cause
fell
it is-
asleep, or walked out. I don't know what happened, but
Oh,
he's
yeah.
he was like, I didn't see any dick in that movie. I'm like, well, apparently it was there.
Oh, jeez. You know what? You know what you need to get for the soundboard, Caleb? You need to get the part from the Thunder Gun episode of It's Always Sunny. Dude Hank's dong.
Dude, hangs dong. That would be a good one. Okay, I'll try and get that one.
Bailey's number 2 was when he put it on there. It did not have its official title, but it was Knives Out 2, Glass Onion.
Yep.
Eh,
Yeah,
as
met my
number 2.
expectations.
Mid-onion.
There we go.
The ass onion. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. Dad's gonna work on his Benoit Blanc.
Now that I'm hearing it again, I'm kind of like, that's kind of funny.
Oh, it is. Funny.
I honestly think Ryan Johnson, if he heard someone call Glass Onion the ass onion, he would actually kind of like.
He'd get a little
I
mad.
can see him like. I don't see him getting mad. I see him like laughing at that because that is legit kind of funny.
And then he'd go out and ruin another Star Wars movie.
God damn it!
Just to show them what he means business.
And then number 1, Bailey had a swing and a miss here. No release on Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, damn! Right?
Yeah.
What is that supposed to be now? Is it this year?
June? Is it
June.
June?
Yeah, June Part 1 is being released. Because now we know that there are 2 parts to this.
I think we knew there was going to be 2 parts back then, even.
Did we?
Because I'm looking at our list from last year, and the logo even says Part 1 on it.
Oh, okay.
I think they just
Maybe we
bumped
did-
everything by like 6 months or something like that.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
But that is 2022. We'll get into our 2023 here, top 10. In order to make it go a little bit smoother, we'll obviously start with 10. But let's say if you have the same thing higher up on your list. So like if I have Bluey season 9 and Bailey has it at number 6, we'll wait till number 6 to talk about it, just to save a little bit of time. I don't have Bluey season 3 part 2 on my list here.
Gotcha.
But that would be something that I've got as a honorable mention. So yeah, if you have it, just say hold on, and we'll just wait until we get to it on yours. Save a little bit of time.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I guess I
wanna
can
go
start.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
And we can kind of work in that same backwards order if you guys want.
Sure.
If that's cool. Or Caleb, do you want to start? I feel like you're always in the middle, Caleb.
I either way, I don't care.
All right, I'll start just we can keep that same order we were going in there.
Sure.
First, a couple honorable mentions. I had Ant-Man Quantumania as a honorable mention. I think that'll be a good movie. I don't know. Kang, Jonathan Majors is just in his 20 minutes of Loki. I was like, all right, I'm in. Let's see what this guy's gonna do. And I like the trailer. The trailer's cool.
Yeah.
Don't they do it to? It's like some
Yellow Brick Road. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah. That song is just kind of like
And he is
stuck
just
in my head.
curb stomping Ant-Man, and
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm kind of rooting for him now. I don't know why.
So that's one of my. I thought I had another honorable mention that now I can't remember. Whatever. My number 10 then also has Jonathan Majors in it, and that's Creed 3. I love
Oh, shit, yeah.
I love boxing movies. All boxing movies always. There's just built-in drama. Like, it's just like people punching each other in the face. Like, it's like, oh, he's gonna get punched in the face. And every boxing movie is pretty much the exact same in a lot of
Yeah.
respects, right?
Yeah.
Guy gets into boxing match, guy starts losing boxing match, guy has epic comeback, whatever. They're all great. I love them all. Creeds 1 and 2 are just so freaking good. Jonathan Majors is a stud actor. And also, like, I don't know if you've seen, like, photos of him on set. That dude is yoked. But yeah, I love the Rocky series. I love the Creed series up to this point so far. I've just really enjoyed it. I always like boxing movies, and I don't know, instant drama, instant excitement. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna get fired up. I'm gonna leave the movie theater. I'm gonna go home and like I'm gonna be punching my steering wheel and just punching things the rest of the day.
Oh,
And that
don't
comes
punch
out
your
relative.
steering wheel. That might not end well.
Yeah, boom, just blow it up in my face. So Creed 3 is my number 10.
That's yeah. I mean, I kind of forgot about that. I don't know. I think it's a little unnecessary, but I'll probably see it wherever
Well,
it
what's
drops.
your number
wherever
10
it
then?
drops. Well, yeah, my number 10, something that I'm definitely gonna see, is Cocaine Bear. I'm pretty excited for this movie. After seeing the
I
trailer.
got that higher up on my list. I got to higher up on my
Oh,
list.
really? Interesting. Okay, then I
Yeah.
guess I will silence myself.
I do
Until-
not have it higher on my list.
Okay, cool.
All right, Bailey, then
um,
number 10.
Well, I'll mention my honorable mentions. I I scribbled this on here after we got to my number 10 from the previous list. So my honorable mention is going to be Elder Scrolls 6 question mark.
Shut up.
But also I put on the Dungeons and Dragons movie,
That did
where
not look good to me.
I was excited for it, but then Wizards of the Coast, who basically runs Dungeons and Dragons and
Oh, yeah,
like
they scam
monetization
people?
for it, there's some
Yeah.
shady stuff going on with their licensing stuff. So
Yeah.
I want to see it, but at the same time, I don't think I'm gonna go see it until they get whatever this is that they've got going on resolved, because I really don't want to give them
They're
my
not gonna
money.
resolve it. They're just gonna keep going through with whatever they're doing.
I know, which is unfortunate, and I know people worked really hard on that movie too, and it looks like people who love Dungeons and Dragons worked on it, but now I think they're gonna get screwed over because Wizards of the Coast got too greedy. Anyway, those are my honorable mentions. So my number 10, I don't think it's going to be on either of your lists, is Renfield. It's the
I've
Nick
never even
Cage
fucking heard of
Dracula
that.
movie.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've heard of it. I forgot that's what it was, but yeah, okay. I've
Yeah.
seen pictures of it.
Oh yeah, it looks fun.
don't
Nick
know.
Cage's Dracula has been something that I think people have actually been hoping for a minute, because he said at one point he wanted to play Dracula. He's played vampires before, which, fits, but he specifically said he wanted to be Dracula, and people are like, yeah, no, let him do that. And now he's doing it, and it looks fun. It's basically Dracula's assistant goes around killing people or bringing people to Dracula for him to kill, and feed, but he doesn't want to do it anymore, and Dracula keeps hunting him down, is like, you have to, and this and that. It looks fun. It's more of a like horror comedy, but yeah, that's my number 10.
Interesting. I guess I had heard that he was going to be playing Dracula. I did not even know that was what that was called. So I learned something new today.
Oh yeah.
My number 9, and I tried not to have repeats as many from my 2022 list, because there's going to be new things, and I don't want to get burned again. But I'm confident this will be the last time. I have what is now going to be the official end to Attack on Titan season 4 part 3 as as my number 9 here. I won't spend too long, because we talked about it when we did the top 10 shows.
It's funny because I do have that as my number 9 as well.
Oh, there you go.
So here we are.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm excited for it. I think it's been historically great. I've never been let down with it. Seasons 3 and 4 especially are just like wowza. So yeah, I'm excited for it, and it comes out hopefully soon.
No, I'm excited for it as well. They haven't really given an official announcement date, I don't think.
Yeah.
So I assume it'll probably be sometime later this spring, but it was like a year ago we were already getting season 4 part 2.
Yeah.
So who knows what's
Uh,
up?
so we'll do, since that was Bailey's 9 also, we'll do Caleb's 9, and then we'll go back to my 8 and work our way back around.
Okay, so my 9, yes. I think my 9, I'm going to go ahead and do what I believe premieres tonight, The Last of Us? Is that on anybody's list?
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
that's on mine.
my next one.
Oh, okay, so
I
it's
got it higher up
everybody.
on
So
mine.
I, again,
Is that
will silence myself.
is that your 8, Bailey?
That's my 8, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's higher up on mine, so
Okay.
we'll just wait until it gets to me there. So
All right.
okay.
So
then
I
it's
guess what's your 8?
yeah,
Well,
my
what about-
8 then.
Wouldn't it be Bailey's 9? Or am I...
Well, Bailey's 9 was also my 9.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. So it's going to be my my 8 then, and I have what I'm sure probably won't get to talk about it because I guarantee it's higher up on Caleb's list. I have Ahsoka, the Ahsoka show at number 8
Is that
here.
supposed to be a stupid joke?
You know, I didn't even put this on my list either.
Damn.
I'm not excited for it as I am
Wow.
for
I'm not
other
excited
shows.
for it either.
Wow, Rebels
Oh, no.
season 2, Thrawn Simps Unite. Let's go.
Did you say Rebel season 2?
Yeah,
joke,
Rebels
yeah.
Part 2, whatever.
That's what
Oh.
it should be. If they
Rebels
just
Part
called
2.0.
it that, there wouldn't be as big
I
of
was
an
like, there's
issue
already
here
a
with me.
Rebel season
Whatever.
2 in Rebels.
Rebels Part 2,
Series
live
2.
action Rebels, Rebels 2, Electric Boogaloo, Thrawn Simps everywhere, baby. Chiss Ascendancy. Let's get it. It's gonna be good. You
It's
know it
not,
will be good.
yeah.
Dave Filoni won't let his beloved Ahsoka have a bad show. Like,
Dude, now that she's
It's
live
gonna-
action, he's going to try and get a sex scene in there. No, he's going
Yeah.
to. He's going to incorporate himself as a
It's-
character and have a
Wait,
romance
oh my
with
God.
Ahsoka.
Well, it's funny because he has his own character. He's an X-wing pilot for
Yeah.
the New
he's gonna
Republic.
save her, and she's gonna swoon.
Exactly. There
It
we
takes place
go.
at the same time.
Oh my God. This is
no.
all set up just so he can
No.
bang Ahsoka.
Oh my no!
That's
oh
all
my
this
God, hold up.
was.
There needs to
Look.
be a scene where like after they've done it, he like looks over on the wall and his cowboy hat is hanging there, and she goes, "I want to wear that," and then she wears it for the rest of the show.
Oh God.
That would
Hey,
be the
look.
stupidest shit in the world. But
We
it's
just went on
totally
this,
gonna
like-
happen. That's what's
We just went on
happening.
this like fan fiction tangent of Dave Filoni. We're just inserting this into ourselves. What the?
Oh my
If
God.
the
Hey,
show actually goes
if-
that route, I legit may just have to kill myself.
I don't care. If Dave Filoni wants to bang Ahsoka on TV, that is fine, as long as Thrawn gets a sex scene too. Okay? I don't.
Wait, are him and Ezra now lovers in
Yes,
space?
they're gay lovers, gay interspecies lovers there, and it is
Aw,
they
that's
live on the
sweet,
back
though.
of a purgle, and it is wholesome fun. Ahsoka,
Ahsoka's
my number
hunting
8.
them down because she's now homophobic.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Ahsoka that
God.
started going to Westboro Baptist Church services and is now trying to.
Why does this
down-
sound like a just unhinged but wildly entertaining series? Probably more entertaining than what we're
No, wait,
actually
wait.
going to get.
Ahsoka is now played by Gina Carano, and she is going. To Ben Shapiro is an executive producer on the Ahsoka show.
Oh my! They just
Oh.
broke into the studio and held everyone at gunpoint. It's
Right.
just like, this is the show now.
That's
Oh,
number
no.
8. Caleb, what is your number 8?
Oh wow.
Nothing could top that. I'm sorry.
Certainly not that. Certainly not that. No, my number 8 is going to go ahead and be. This is probably going to be my nerdiest pick out there. 100% my nerdiest pick out there. But I have. Oh shit! Almost pressed something I didn't mean to press. I have been playing this game my entire life, and I have been waiting. I've been talking about this with just my friends and stuff. I've been wanting this for a very long time, and now it's finally coming out. There's a new set for Yu-Gi-Oh coming out this year called Maze of Memories. They release a bunch of sets all the time every year. It's it's just another set in the bunch, I'm sure. But I'm excited for this one because Gate Guardian. Everybody knows Gate Guardian from the original Yu-Gi-Oh. It's finally
Right.
getting a new like reprint, like retrain set. Like he's like getting new support, new cards and everything. And I'm so excited for that because he sucks ass.
I'm pissed about Gate Guardian. I have a bad relationship because
'Cause he
I
sucks?
bought. Well, hold on. I thought he was so cool when I was a kid.
He was.
He's
And-
OP in the show.
He's OP in the
Right.
show. Yeah, that's
broken.
it.
Exactly. So listen, I went and I bought like this big box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It was just a mystery. You didn't know what was inside of it.
Right.
But I saved up money whenever I was a kid and I just bought it from someone. And I was going through and I was searching and there's like all of these very basic Yu-Gi-Oh cards, this and that. And then I found like the actual card pieces, like 2 of them for Gate Guardian. I think it was the legs and like the top part.
Yeah.
And then I found the full card of Gate Guardian, except it was fake. It
I
was
had a fake one
printed.
too.
And I was just like, are you kidding me?
I don't know
So
why there were a mass print of fake Gate Guardians. I got one. My friend scammed me. I don't know how I fell for it, but he traded me a
Bastard.
fake Gate Guardian. And I was
It was
like
laminated.
somebody told me that it was fake, and then I went back to him and I was like, you scammed me. Like I don't know where those cards came from.
I spent so much time saving up $25 to buy this box, and all I got was this printer paper Gate Guardian in laminate.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Anyway.
sucks. But yeah, no, this is cool. So he's gonna get like either a new version of himself or new support. I don't know what it's gonna be. They haven't released it yet, but they've released some of the cards coming in that set. That's probably the main thing I care about in that set. Most of the other stuff is whatever, but yeah, I'm a very casual player. I'm a collector. I like the fun aspect of it. I don't really sweat it out too much. And I think more than likely that this Gate Guardian stuff is honestly probably gonna not be that great. Like it's probably gonna be better than the old stuff, but it's not gonna be anything that you'd ever see in like a tournament aspect. So it's gonna be right up my alley, and I'm very excited for it. So I put that on my list. I'm sure that's not on any of your guys' list. So
No.
It is not.
Was that your number 8?
yes.
Gotcha. Okay,
So
so
they-
my number 8 was Last of Us, so we skip me again.
So still higher up on my list there.
Yep.
We'll get there when we get there. My number 7 then is season 2 of what I think's one of the best shows out there, and that's season 2 of Invincible. Invincible season 2.
Forgot about that.
Oh,
actually.
is that slated to come out this year?
Yeah,
It's supposed
soon,
to come
right?
out this year. I don't know if they have a. I think the rumor is maybe in the summer. I think it's supposed to be like I think I had seen somewhere that maybe it's rumored to be like August or something like that. But it
Gotcha.
feels like it's been forever since season 1 came out. I watched
That was during
season.
the pandemic, right?
Yeah, and I don't rewatch stuff a ton, but I've legit watched season 1 of Invincible probably like 4 times all the way through, and
I
it's
feel
just
like
so
you
much
rewatch
fun.
a lot.
Certain things, but you know, I one and done things a lot. It's just I don't know. I love what it did in season 1. That episode 1 still just freaking floored me.
Yeah.
You know, it was violent, but it was also I don't know. I was emotionally invested there. Like when Omni-Man's just beating the piss out of him, and he's like, you know, thousands of years from now, all your friends are gonna be dead. You know what? You know what's the point? What you have? And he's just like, I'd still have you, Dad. I was just like, oh. I want to see Battle Beast come back. and
Yeah.
just-
Battle Beast.
be a giant lion with a freaking mace or whatever. And I don't know. I loved how often Invincible proved that he wasn't invincible, and I loved all the characters. There was stakes and emotion, and it did a lot to subvert the superhero genre that we have been getting bunches and bunches and bunches of. So I liked it. It's a huge change of pace. I think season 2 is going to be great. It's also one of those things where I almost bought the comics, but then I was like, damn, I think I just want to wait and watch it instead. You know, I don't want to be spoiled, by reading the comics. So I think, I'll just kind of wait on that. So Invincible season 2 is my number 7.
Is it me?
It
Yeah.
is you.
Okay, cool. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and go with Zach's honorable mention, Ant-Man, Quantumania. Is
Alright.
Oh, nice.
that on yours, Bailey, or no?
Nope.
Nope, okay. Yeah, no, I'm excited for the movie. I think it looks pretty good. I've been excited since way back whenever I heard King the Conqueror was going to be in it. After I'd seen Loki, I was like, well, I don't know why or how, but sure, I'm down for it. Like that's cool and everything. And yeah, I don't know. It like you guys or like you said, Zach. The trailer looked good. It looked fun. So I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about it. I don't really know what it's going to do. That's what I'm hoping. Is I'm hoping that this will help kind of start piecing things together and start making more sense of this kind of confusing all over new phase of Marvel, which is
Phase 4 is very like what?
yeah. So I don't
Mm.
know. It's not bad. It's definitely not the best. So I'm hoping this makes things better. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Ant-Man.
Nice. My number 7, I don't know if it's on either of your lists, but it's gonna be Dune Part 2.
Nah.
Right. I'm a big fan of the first one. I have actually gone out of my way to rewatch that one, probably more than I should. I got the book and I've been reading it.
Ugh.
I know,
I
but
read
I'm
the
just
I read the book, and I'll admit I read the book a long time ago. You know, maybe when I was in high school or something like that. And I'm a big sci-fi fantasy kind of person. I did not like Dune the book,
I remember you saying that. Way back
and that's
then.
why I didn't watch the movie, just because I didn't enjoy the book. I thought it was boring, but the movie's supposedly great.
Mhm.
You
Oh
know,
yeah.
it's got Yugi Moto in it. But I'll leave. Sorry, go ahead, Bailey.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I'm just excited for part 2 because it's finally going to get to okay, here's all the giant battle stuff. Let's get to the action. So I'm hyped for that. So yeah, that's my number 7, Dune Part 2.
I just remember they like have suits where they drink their own piss, and there were uh giant sandworms, there were trimmer
Yeah.
worms, and
Rimmers. Kevin Bacon.
there was some uh, sad boy prince who had to move to this planet, and nobody liked him, or nobody liked his family, or I don't know. I don't remember much, but
I just
Yeah,
remember
the movie does a good job summarizing all of that. So yeah.
Yeah, I just remember Zach reading that and not liking it, and that forever formed my impression. And then when they announced a movie, I was like, well, Zach didn't like the book, so I guess this is an ass movie. I was just like, yeah, I just remember Zach not liking that book. So, yeah.
could be good. I don't know. It won a bunch of awards or whatever the first one did, I think.
Yeah.
But
A lot of VFX.
my number 6, I have a video game here. For all my video game boys out there, I have Marvel Spider-Man 2, which is supposed to come out
Gotcha.
this year. I've talked about it before. We did like a whole Marvel episode. We've talked about Spider-Man a bunch. The first Marvel Spider-Man game is one of the best games of the 2010s. I mean, the combat is super duper fun. I think it's one of the better portrayals of Peter Parker as well. The story is really great, fun open world, you know, a lot of cool side quests, customization, you know, things like that. Combat never got boring. The story was very gripping and entertaining there. They do kind of leave you on a little bit of a cliffhanger for Spider-Man 2. There was also the mini DLC spinoff, the Miles Morales DLC as well, which was just as good on all fronts there.
Is there going to be more
I'm
Miles Morales in 2?
well, I'm curious to see how that will go, because at the end of the Miles Morales, it's basically there's two Spider-Men now. So I wonder if you're gonna switch back and forth between them. I wonder, and I'm doubtful. I wonder if there's
Co-op.
gonna be any co-op.
Oh,
Yeah.
if there's co-op, I'll definitely get it.
So very
Mhm.
excited. I think the main bad guy is supposed to be Venom in this game as well, which could be
I've
very,
heard
very cool.
otherwise. I've heard like Venom is going to be a part of it, like a huge part, but I've heard like the main villain is potentially Craven the Hunter.
I think I'd heard that
Yeah.
as well. I think kind of the tease you get is that Harry Osborn is going to be Venom. I think that's the direction that is
Oh, that's kind of
possibly
cool.
trending. So yeah.
Mm.
And then also in the first game, it was like the main bad guy was like Mr. Negative or something like that, which is like, who the hell Spider-Man villain is this? But he was really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my 6, Spider-Man 2.
Mr. Oh shoot! Is it? Yeah, it's me then. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's you.
I was just thinking about Mr. Negative because I played that game and I did like it, but I didn't beat it. But yeah, I think I remember Mr. Negative. So my next is going to be, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and go Indiana Jones 5.
All right.
Yeah. The oddly named Dial of Destiny. I don't really know if I vibe with that name. That just sounds kind of cheesy, but
Yeah, when you got Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls,
it certainly
Dial of
fits.
Destiny.
It certainly fits. But it just, when I first heard it, I was just like, I don't know. It just didn't sound like anything special. But regardless, I am
Right.
still very excited for this movie. I've been hearing about Indiana Jones 5 for forever, like since the fourth one. I swear, seriously, since the fourth one came out, I'm pretty sure there were rumors of a 5. So
Have you come back around on Mads Mikkelsen?
I don't hate Mads Mikkelsen. Gosh, I don't know where this perception has come from. Zach just thinks that I look like him, and I don't, and it's just like, well, I don't know why. But regardless, I'm excited for this movie. I just actually, because of this, I went through and I got them all for Christmas from Kate, and so I watched them all, and then I watched Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls as well. So fun. They're all so fun. They're so fun. I know a lot of people don't
Bring
like
back
the Crystal Skull.
Shia LaBeouf.
He's not in it. They confirmed he's
Oh,
going to
man.
be talked about.
Bullshit.
They confirmed they're
Oh.
going to talk about him, but he's not going to be in it.
Maybe he'll be in a stinger at the end.
Maybe you never know.
After credit scene, he picks up the hat at the funeral.
Oh jeez.
No.
But yeah, Indiana Jones 5, Dial of Destiny. Hype.
All right. Well, my
Less-
number
less hype.
6. Yeah, no, it's good. It's very hype. I'm happy to see it. Not on my list though. What is on my list is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
Haley,
I don't
you
know.
wild.
I'm a sucker for Transformers, and Michael Bay is not behind this one, so I feel like it's going to be handled better.
I just
Bumblebee
saw
was
that Pete
good.
Davidson is in it.
He's playing a Transformer, which I find odd.
no.
Yeah, that's like my one thing that
He's
has
going to
me
start
kinda
banging the
hesitating.
Transformers now.
Well, they brought RC into it, so we
Uh-oh.
finally have a lady Transformer. So,
Uh-oh.
Wouldn't
You know how
surprise me.
that's gonna go.
oh no, but no,
Long.
the whole Beast Wars saga or era of Transformers was part of my childhood, and I went back and I rewatched some clips of it, and I went, "Wow, this shit looks like ass. It really doesn't hold up, but I still love it." So I'm excited to see it, see them brought to life. But that's really all I got. That's my number 6.
Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
Who's the main human?
It's Anthony Ramos, who is you'll see him popping up. He was in Hamilton on Broadway, and now he's like taking off. He was
So
in the
he's
Bad
a-
Guys movie. He played the piranha.
It's like,
Yeah, he was in.
Well, it's kind of a fish-like, you know.
okay. I'll just look him up. But yeah.
But yeah, no, that's it.
Does everyone hate Lin
I
Manuel
do.
Miranda now?
Oh well, I don't know now.
mean-
I just always kind of did.
'Cause now
The-
all
the
I see
general
on the internet is
perception-
people being like, "What a stooge," you know.
It's just kind of like there was a period of time where he was involved with everything. And so people were just kind of getting tired of seeing his name attached to it. It's kind of like
Also, I heard
Um,
maybe he's like a little bit of a nepo baby, like
it's
like
not
super, like
not
his family was
necessarily
super
like
rich or something like that.
nepotism, I don't think, because he did have to like work his way into the industry, but now that he is in the industry, he is like so big that it's
Yeah.
almost impossible for him to fail. There's like no
Gotcha.
tension, no like rope that he walks on that you kind of feel like, oh no, he could fall off at any minute. But
Yeah.
people actively seek to hate some of these people. But I know Anthony Ramos is in hot water because he cheated on his longtime girlfriend and fiance, and recently he like I guess he leaked a rap diss track of the woman he cheated on.
Yeah.
Basically just calling her a
That's
bunch of
cringy.
like, horrible things. Right? And then he was defending himself on like a TikTok live being like, "No, I didn't mean it. If I did, I did, but no, I didn't." And it was
Oh,
just
oh,
like, oof.
Speaking of speaking of
Gosh.
famous people being scumbags, I'm sure Caleb's walking a victory lap here. Because one of the not Dan Harmon side of Rick and
Yeah.
Morty
Yeah.
got
I love seeing that. Fucking stupid
Ugh.
trash dumpster show. I hope that shit. It's over.
number 5.
Dude,
My number 5.
no.
You're about to say Rick and Morty, like season whatever.
Yeah, no. My number 5 was higher up on my list last year, but I moved it. Not less hyped for it. Just I think it still needed to be on here. Because I am balls hyped for it, and that is Mandalorian season 3.
Mine, it's higher on my list.
Mando.
Higher on my
Okay.
list.
All right, well then we'll push on to Caleb's number 5.
Okay, yeah, my number 5, I think, is gonna go ahead and be John Wick 4.
That's higher up on mine.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Caleb, don't worry. You're gonna be able to talk now because my number 5 is Cocaine Bear.
Okay, a Cocaine Bear, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Go
that's a
ahead,
movie.
go ahead.
No,
Get
I
into
mean, there comes every once in a blue moon one of those, obviously intentionally, maybe I'd say, bad cheesy movies that's just like it's walking this perfect line of being bad and being funny that it's just perfect, and I think this might
It
be
knows
that movie.
what it is.
It knows what it is exactly, and I think this might be the movie for this year. Like I think it might be that movie for this year. And I'm excited for it. Like, the trailer looked stupid,
Right.
but so fun.
Yeah, no, I love this movie mainly because whenever I heard about it, I looked up the actual story behind it,
and it's lame.
It's honestly a very lame story for the most part because it's like this guy was a drug smuggler. He jumped out of a plane. I think he got caught in a tree and like died of starvation. But whenever he jumped out of the plane, he also had to dump his cargo, which was tons and tons of cocaine, and that landed somewhere in the woods, and this bear came by, ate so much cocaine, had like the wildest 20 minutes of its life,
And then just died.
and then died.
Mm.
But the movie is playing it up like, the guy survives jumping out of the plane potentially. The cocaine bear goes on just a killing spree rampage, which didn't
Ridiculous.
happen.
Yeah.
But my favorite part of the story is the bear, because it was, a bear dealing with cocaine. He's been taxidermied and put up
Yeah.
in like some local mall, and his name is Pablo Escobar.
Brilliant.
And it's like somewhere in Kentucky. It's some tourist trap, but they love him there.
That's funny.
I'm excited for this movie any which way, even if it doesn't actually do the actual story
Right,
justice.
yeah. I didn't even know that it was
I
based
feel like
off
they're
anything, but
enhancing.
that's cool.
They're telling the story that people want to hear when they hear about a bear ate a bunch of cocaine and shit went down. They want to hear this story, not the other one where it just fell over and died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel like that one's gonna be like a sneaky hit. Like maybe it won't be good, but like Caleb said, it could just like be like I feel like it's got so much hype around it, like just in general, that like I think it's gonna make good money. Like
Oh yeah.
it's not gonna win. It's not gonna break records, but people are gonna go see it.
I would be amazed if this movie doesn't get like a Razzie nomination, which are, the worst movies of the year awards. Like, I would be amazed if it didn't. And I would even be more astounded if it was a surprise hit enough that it actually got like an Oscar nomination or even like a Golden Globe or Emmy, whatever. I don't know. I'd be for it, but I'd be surprised.
Wild.
Anyway,
I'm totally
so
gonna
yeah, that's Cocaine Bear for the both of us.
My number 4, I have John Wick Chapter 4 as number 4 on my list here.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know. I think that the freaking the trilogy of John Wick is like, it's like one of the best movie trilogies ever. Like,
It's great because it's great because it, with a slight change to the story, of course, it is the same movie every single time. It's
Sure,
just him
yeah.
killing a bunch of people, and it's great
Yeah.
every single time.
Right. It never, like, despite the fact that it is, again, like you said, pretty much, let's see how many people he can kill in how many different ways. Like,
Right.
it never gets bored. He
No.
kills more people pretty much every time, and it's
And it's
always
always a new
cool.
fun way.
Like, I don't know. There's just like I can just picture scenes from each movie that are just like permanently burned into my
The
head.
pencil
Like,
kill. The pencil kill. I can't remember
the
which one that
pencil
was
kill.
in, but I remember that one so
That
vividly.
I think is in the second
Second one, that's what I was gonna say. The shotgun one.
In the yeah, so in the first one, there's the part where they're like in the nightclub, and he's
Yeah.
like going through the nightclub just shooting people. And then the scene from the second one that I think of is where he's like they're in the tunnels, and he's like pinning the guy against the wall with the shotgun, and
Mhm.
he's like out of ammo, so he's like holding him there, and he like reloads it.
And just pumps
in
it
the-
into him.
And then in the third one, when he fights the Boban, who's the NBA player, he fights him in the library and kills him with the book.
Oh,
I'm
the
just like,
book. Oh my
oh
god,
my
yeah.
god. So I'm excited.
Oh.
He's a
Yeah, that book kill.
and I don't care. You could say Keanu Reeves, whatever. Maybe he's not like some people say that he's not a great actor. I don't care if he just wants to talk like this and just I need a gun and a suit, whatever. Dude, do it and shoot people and kill people
but
with
see,
books
that-
and kitchen appliances and
He fit that is maybe what he does a lot as an actor, and maybe that's his range or whatever. But also, we've seen him in Bill and Ted. He can do other stuff. But like that, whatever he's doing, that's perfect for John Wick. I mean, like it doesn't seem like bad acting to me. It just seems like John Wick. It's like it's perfect.
Right.
He's perfect.
It doesn't
for
need
that.
to have like some big emotional heartbeat or anything like that.
I
Which
mean,
it
it
kinda
did.
does
It
to a
does.
degree,
Yeah, it
but
does with the dog.
there's not
Oh my
like
god.
yeah, he's not giving big epic speeches or anything like that. Just
Right.
that,
Oh yeah. Oh, they're so good. Yeah, John Wick.
gimme, yeah. So that was my John Wick 4 at 4. So to you, Caleb.
Yeah. My next is going to be the Mario movie. Putting that
higher up on my list.
okay, yeah, putting that on my list there.
Super Mario.
We'll get to there. We'll get that. So I guess my number 4 is Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which I doubt you guys have higher up on your lists.
No, I kind of forgot about it, honestly. I do like those two, but
Yeah.
it didn't make my list, no.
That's fair. I'm just excited for this because it's going to be the closing of the Guardians of the Galaxy, I think.
I
in
hope it doesn't
general.
disappoint. I hope it doesn't Dominion this.
It looks like it's going to be just as good as the other ones, and it might, like, I'm not ready because I know at least 2 Guardians are probably not making it out of it alive.
Drax,
and
sure.
I'm just like, I'm pretty confident it's going to be Drax
Yeah,
because
he said he
Dave
was
Bautista
done.
has said, he's like, I don't like sitting in that makeup chair for all those hours. He's like, I want to be done.
Yeah.
And that's more than
I
fair.
want to wear glasses and read books now.
And he does a damn good job of doing that, I'll tell you. Blade Runner 2049 is still my favorite look of his, where he has these like tiny circle glasses, and he's just kind of this dirty man in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. It's fun. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I haven't been disappointed with any Guardians movies, and I'm just excited to see it conclude. If not entirely emotionally prepared for it. So, ready to be destroyed.
I hope Rocket and Groot die. That's my 2 picks.
Yeah,
Kill those guys.
Groot's died a lot.
Yeah, I don't think they'll ever kill Groot.
I think Rocket is probably gonna die because this movie looks like it's kind of centered around him as well. So, if
Fair. Either of you guys watched the Christmas special thing? Bailey did.
I
yeah, I
not.
did. It was good. It was good. It was fun.
I did not. I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Like, I don't watch those specials. I never have for anything. Like, I can't think of anything like a Christmas special for anything. Like, none of that stuff.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
Hey, well, we know Caleb hates Christmas movies.
Yeah.
The Lego Star Wars Christmas special is very good.
Yeah, see, like, what? I would never watch that. I'm sorry.
It was good. It was weird. It was almost kind of like a multiverse thing. Like a Ghost of Christmas Past multiverses thing. it was interesting.
I don't know, man. If it's not canon, it's like why?
Well, maybe it is. It's set at 9,
Yeah,
Oh
Like-
yeah.
so maybe it is canon. Who knows?
I don't know.
Number 3 on my list, I have one that we've been sitting on here for a minute. I have it pretty high up, I guess. I've got The Last of Us here, which
There we
is
go.
Lower on mine.
premieres tonight.
Yeah.
So I may
Yep.
have to stay up past my bedtime to watch that. I am balls hyped for this. As we've trauma, PTSD.
No.
Uh, as we've said, and as I've said, Last of Us is one of the best games. So one of my favorite
Very
games.
good game.
I'm also on the Last of Us 2 agenda. I love the Last of Us 2 as well.
Part 2.
I named
you
my
talking
dog
a sequel?
part. Yeah, part 2. Yeah. I named my dog after Ellie from The Last of Us. So, it is a very big, impactful part of my fandom. There, it's just a fantastic game. I think they killed it with casting. I mean, they got sexy ass Pedro Pascal in there. I like the chick, the girl who's going to be playing Ellie. I think her name is it Bella Ramsey, something like that. She was great in Game of Thrones. I just feel like and I guess preliminary reviews are that it's great, and I just don't think that it can miss. Like the story is
Well,
so good.
It was also the guy who did the Chernobyl series who was
Which is
leading this, which
fantastic.
is
Yeah,
a great
and
miniseries.
they kept the Druckmann, the guy who created The Last of Us, they kept him very heavily involved as well. And that's
Yeah.
one thing that I know a lot of times that's where video game projects kind of go astray, is they don't keep the main party, the originals around, and it kind of gets a little off topic. So,
And even then, I think we already are seeing people who are hating on it for traversing away from what the games are, because instead of spores, there's apparently tendrils is what they're calling them. And I'm like, you're working with the guy who created the game.
right.
And if he says it's okay, then let it be.
Did they say
it's a
why they're
way to
changing
make
it, though?
sure. I think it's to keep the actors' faces in front of you, because like we got Pedro Pascal. He's in a mask for an entire other series.
Could
Let's
be part
let's
of it.
give him some more face time. Like we don't need him in a gas
Maybe.
mask all the time. We need to see a sexy
It's been so long
face.
since I've played
Yeah.
The Last of Us. I don't remember how important a gas
I
mask
am-
was, but
Well, I am curious. It is somewhat important because in the game,
Yeah.
that's how you learn that Ellie is immune, because you go through an area with spores, and like I don't know if her mask gets ripped off or something like that, but then she's fine, right? She's not affected by it, and then that's
Right.
when Joel's like, "Oh shit, you're immune." So I'm curious to figure. Heavy ass spoilers there. Sorry, we might have just ruined this show for you.
yeah.
But they are changing away from that, right? So
okay.
I don't
See,
know.
I kind
how-
of forgot. I forgot about that part. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so that's my 3 Last of Us. I'll be there tonight. I'm excited.
Yeah, what does it premiere on?
HBO Max.
So is it
I think
Is it gonna like drop on the streaming service like at a certain time or okay?
yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
it's-
7.
7? Okay. Yeah, then I'll probably
think
watch
so.
that tonight as well. I think I will. Okay, so then moving on to me, I will go ahead and go with my next pick, and that is going to be Hogwarts Legacy. I'm gonna go ahead and go with
Ah.
that. Yeah, I know.
Keeping it up there.
Yeah, I am. I'm excited for it. I will say though, my biggest complaint with it right now is just a missed opportunity of them being able to just make more money, honestly. So they missed out, not me. But anyways, they really screwed the pooch by not doing house editions for the game. Pre-order, buy the Slytherin edition, with a special Slytherin steelbook case, and maybe you can get some DLC clothes, Slytherin clothes. But it's just their pre-order bonuses is just like every other fucking game, and it's just generic ass DLC clothes, and maybe I was upset with it. I was like really, really expecting them to do house editions, and then they didn't do it, and I was like, well, that's stupid. So now, whatever. I'm going to pre-order the game. I have a bunch of GameStop gift cards from the holiday season, so I'm going to pre-order that and Jedi as well, probably next week. So Very excited for that game, though. I think it's going to be pretty fun. I know you said you're not getting it, Zach, but I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm not like a Harry Potter nut or anything. I do like it, but I think this game's going to be Hogwarts Legacy.
I'll wait and see like what reviews look like. Obviously J.K. Rowling's a bad person. I'd prefer her
She's
not
got
to
nothing
have
to
my
do
money.
with it.
Maybe, but it's gonna get in. She getting paid on it, you know.
She probably is getting paid on it.
It's her brand. Yeah, she's gonna get.
But
royalty
I'm
checks
pretty
no matter.
sure
she's already been
guaranteed
paid,
gay romances in there and stuff. So
Sure, but I don't know. There's obviously some potentially very problematic stuff.
slaves, yeah, slaves. I forgot about
with the story. I'll see how it is, and maybe I'll buy it, on a sale or a discount sometime eventually if it's good. But I'm not gonna race for it.
Fair enough.
All right. My number 3 is the Mandalorian season 3. Is it higher up on anyone else's list?
Nope.
I had it at 5. But
Okay. Caleb didn't have it at all.
No.
Oh wow.
Mando.
Caleb's just angry.
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not hyped for that show anymore.
Ahsoka shows up and she's in every single
She's
episode.
gonna be in it, yeah.
I don't know about that. I'm sure she will, but I don't think she's gonna be like a prominent figure.
Right. I mean, like, what more is there for us to say? We're excited for Mandalorian season 3. It's gonna be more of what we want.
Yeah.
Also Caleb hates Mandalorians. That's why.
Yeah, I don't really
And
like
it's big war on
Mandalorians.
Mandalore.
I don't
big
care about
Mandalorian.
I love the
war.
Mandalorian,
Yeah.
but I don't like Mandalorians.
Gotcha. And there's a lot of Mandalorians in this.
Yeah, Bo-Katan.
They
Maybe
just had
Sabine
they just
Wren
had
will
to
be in
cash
here.
on the coolness of Boba Fett, and they really just stretched it too.
The midness of Boba Fett.
Talking about his look, his OG look back when he first
Yes,
came
I know.
out, and everybody's like, "Ooh, we want to jerk off to that all the time, so let's make 1,000 more of them." Anyways,
Maybe Sabine will be in this.
I'm sure she will.
Maybe.
Anybody big Sabine fans?
Eh.
Maybe Gara Zeb Aurelius will be in this.
Eh.
Maybe Agent
I don't
Callus
even know
will
if
be in
he's
this
gonna be in the Ahsoka series because he went back home.
with Agent Callus to make out and have babies.
Yes.
Well, maybe he will. Who knows?
Maybe.
I'm excited for that. Yeah, Mandalorian. It's gonna be heat, man. It's just whatever. Grogu's adorable. Mando's gonna go to freaking Mandalore. We get more Darksaber lore. Like
I
don't
do
know.
want Darksaber lore. I want to understand that more.
I got a Darksaber lamp on for Christmas.
Oh,
It's
really?
great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, good
It's
stuff.
kick ass. Yeah, Mandalorian's gonna be good, and we don't have to wait that long. It's like March or something. So
Yeah, again, we're gonna get plenty of Pedro Pascal traveling around with a small child,
hubba
and we're
hubba
gonna get it for even longer.
hubba hubba. Number 2 on my list. I've raved about this a bazillion times, so I won't take too long here. But it's the long-awaited season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's on my list. Don't talk about it.
Oh, is it really?
No.
I knew you said you were gonna watch it.
I was
so
I was legit
haven't got
kind of
around to
surprised.
it.
I was like, "Oh my god, what?"
It's I think I was talking with you about it. Like I was looking it up. It's
Yeah.
I want to start with that movie, right? Zero or
you
whatever.
can.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I wanted
it's
to.
fine.
And I couldn't find
It's
it.
fine either way,
Couldn't
but
find it on anything
um,
I had, unfortunately. But I am actively wanting to try and do that.
well, it was like my number one, the Jujutsu Kaisen, my number one movie on our top 10 movies list. That's one of my favorite animes, one of my favorite shows. I've rewatched season 1 probably like 3 or 4 times. It's great. It's fantastic. I'm super excited for it to come back. It feels like it's been forever. So I won't spend too long on it. It's fun, and I'm anxious. It doesn't have a release date set yet, but I'm going to be very excited when we get there.
Interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll be excited for that eventually. Who knows? My number 2 is what we're on, right? 2.
Yes, sir.
Cool. My number 2. It's probably not on your list, Zach, but I am still sure you're hyped for it. 65.
Ooh, that's an honorable mention
Honorable
for me.
mention.
Hell, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Super hyped for that. That's That's exciting. It's gonna be the giraffe. It's gonna give me the dinosaur movie that I actually need. It's gonna give me what I wanted.
It's,
That
it's
Jurassic
the
World
it's the
didn't.
dinosaur movie that Dominion should have been.
Right. And it's gonna show. It's gonna somehow show the origins of humanity. Adam Driver is Adam, first man. That's really cool.
Yeah. It's nice to know that we're all descendants of Adam Driver.
I love it. I love knowing that I carry him with me, both in body and
Everywhere I
on my
go.
body with his perfume, his cologne.
I still can't believe you
the
fucking
Burberry.
horse Burberry.
It's called Burberry.
Christ.
Burberry.
You're just jealous you don't have it, okay? It smells
I
good
am.
as shit. Anyways,
I want
yeah, 65. I
That
think
shit
it's,
smells real good.
it does. Yeah, 65 is gonna be pretty freaking hype. I think me and Dad are probably gonna go see that whenever that comes out. I'm not 100% sure the exact date, but I know it's this year, and I know I'm gonna love it. So yeah.
Dude,
Good
that movie's
stuff.
gonna be so good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that's gonna be.
Yeah, you didn't say
That's
that in
gonna be
your
like-
honorable mentions.
I meant to, that's one I said I forgot one. That was the one that I forgot.
Oh yeah.
65. God
65. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be so cool.
The
I-
movie starts with him like fading into existence in the cockpit of a ship, and he's just like, "My name is Kylo Ren. What the hell happened to me?" or something. This
I'm
is
in.
Star Wars Episode 10 now.
Dude, yeah, I was so hyped when I saw that trailer and I sent it to you, Caleb. I was like, "Oh shit, have you seen this?"
I
'Cause
saw that
like,
thing and I
watching
was
the
like,
trailer.
okay, it's Adam Driver monster movie. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
And then
it's
I
an
was
Adam
like,
Driver dinosaur movie.
Let's go.
There we go.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, gimme,
well-
yeah.
My number 2 is probably to no one's surprise. The Across the Spider-Verse. I had to put it on here. Very excited for it. Have been for a while, as we saw in my previous hype list. I've been waiting, and we are finally getting it this year. Fingers crossed. It's great. Anyway, that's all I need to say on it.
Yeah, it'll be good. I'm sure. A lot of Spider-Man. What's not to love?
Yeah.
I would think it would be so cool, like if they had like the Spider-Man, if they somehow got like Spider-Man from other pre-existing like Spider-Man properties, like if you got like a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in there, but like an animated form, or like what if you got the Spider-Man from the Marvel Spider-Man video game?
Specifically, you get the Spider-Man 3 video game, the one where you've seen those fail clips, right?
Foley
Where it's like
Parker.
the woman's like tied to a bomb, and she's like, "I'm going to die," and then you have to jump, and if you miss the buttons, you just fall on your face, and the woman explodes.
Love to see it.
Oh god, those cutscenes are so funny.
Love to
Just
see
get
it.
that Peter Parker.
My number one. Yeah,
Number
right at
one.
the top.
Here we
Number
go.
one.
Number one.
Number one. There you go. Yep. You knew where I was going.
Oh yeah.
I kind of did a package deal on this one, so it's like
Oh,
half cheating.
Cheat.
Yeah. But it's because they're being released essentially as the same at the same time, same as.
Oh no, is this Oppenheimer Barbie?
No, fuck.
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Get
So
out.
we don't need to get into that.
No, I don't care. I don't give a shit about Barbie. I think Oppenheimer will be good.
Really, I don't give a shit about Oppenheimer. I think Barbie will be good.
I'll get out
That's
of
my
here.
opinion.
Get
Nice.
out of here, you bozos. I have
Practical effect
Star-
nuclear explosion.
Shut up. I hate you.
God damn it.
I do love the memes. I do love the memes.
Who would win, a hydrogen bomb or a coughing baby?
Yeah, that's a great one. All right, number one. I have Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Oh, hell up.
Star
That's
Wars...
mine. That's mine. Don't talk about it.
Oh shit!
Well, if it's your number one, awesome.
I know.
I'm
I'm kidding.
Is it your number one?
It is actually my number one, though. Yeah.
Okay. So I have that / Star Wars Jedi Battle Scars, which I think I've talked about before.
Yeah, the book.
There's maybe I think is it 5 years between the two games. But the book Battle Scars is supposed to bridge the gap in between the games as well.
That's nice.
So that's
have
why
to
I'm kind of
summarize that for me.
combining them there. I will. One of my favorite games from the last decade,
Definitely.
Cal Simp.
Yep.
I'm interested to see like what the hell's happened in 5 years. We've discussed this, like who the hell's the bad guy? What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Right? They released the gameplay footage, looked just as good, even better than the previous game. Just very excited to see all the options. You got blaster gameplay in there as well. So
Oh yeah,
I
I
don't know.
forgot about that.
I think it's super intriguing. Again, one of the best games in recent memory. So very, 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 very excited to see where it goes here. Novel game combined, and those also should be coming out relatively soon. I believe that is a March release, so we don't have to wait too long for either one of those.
Yeah,
Sucks that it's only on the PS5 though. Ugh.
to the PS5.
But I have to upgrade, Bailey.
I have to, and I don't wanna.
I'm very excited for that. I'm still theorizing maybe some character swapping. Because there's blaster combat, and I told you, I think I theorized it looked in that trailer, it looked like he was like almost just tagging out for that dude, and I was like, interesting.
I do think that is possible, yeah.
It could be interesting. I wouldn't hate that. I mean, I know the game is Jedi, whatever, so it should be about him. So maybe this guy is a Jedi. We don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait and see. I think it's possible. I think this game's going to be mad balls to the walls. Exciting. So yeah, I've already said this too, but Cal Kestis needs to come live action. That's a missed opportunity.
Albestis. Let's get it, baby.
Let's get it. There we go.
Yeah, and I think Survivor is going to be set at the same time, roughly as Kenobi is as well.
Yeah.
For what that's worth.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll see it hopefully.
Albestis.
Balbestus. Okay, so that was Caleb's number one as well, right?
Ah, great minds.
Uh-huh. All right, well, my number one is the one that I think Caleb's been waiting to talk about. Mario movie.
Mario.
Oh, Mario movie. Yeah.
I just think this is going to be the perfect 2023 movie. It is either going to be outstanding with just, not much that is bad. It is going to live up to expectations, maybe even surpass them, or it is going to be an absolute train wreck that is going to be a blast to watch. And no matter what, I think no matter what you go into this movie expecting, you're going to have a great time. So I'm very hopeful that this movie is actually good. I'm rooting for it to be successful.
Yeah.
Despite the bad Chris Pratt voice acting that we have heard so far.
Gabagool.
Gabagool. It's me, Mario.
I cooked the pizza.
Mushroom Kingdom. Here we come. I'm hyped.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited. I think the casting is excellent. Besides, of course, Chris Pratt, but we've said that 1,000 times already. Yeah, and I'm very excited. I don't know if you guys heard. I don't know if we maybe said this already, but I've been seeing heavy rumors that the same company that's making this movie is making a animated Legend of Zelda movie or series. I can't remember what I saw, but I've been seeing multiple heavy rumors about that. Not confirmed, but rumors. And I am all for that. I've been wanting some Legend of Zelda like show besides that really bad one that we got back in like the 80s. I want something good, and I'm still really excited for that one live action movie. It keeps getting delayed. Zach, I'm sure you remember that trailer all those years ago. Really excited for that to come out too.
Shit. I'm surprised, Caleb. I'm surprised you didn't have the next is it the Breath of the Wild sequel?
Yeah. Shit, what is that called? I know. Yeah. No. I never beat the first one. It was super fun, but it was. Maybe this is not necessarily true or maybe not fair, but like it was almost too open worldy for a Zelda game. Like, and I know Zelda games
it was overwhelming.
It was overwhelming. Yeah, it was definitely overwhelming. You could go in like to a degree in any order you want. Like you could take on like the temples, I think, in any order.
Yeah.
I think I beat.
You could straight up just go and fight Ganon first.
Yeah, you could straight up go fight Ganon. Straight. Yeah, and I think I beat 2 of the temples in the first one, so I got like roughly halfway. And I remember I got to a point where I legit just got stuck in that game. Like I needed some sort of fire resistance, I remember, and the place I needed to go to was killing me because I didn't have fire resistance, and I just simply didn't know what to do, and I struggled with it for weeks, and then eventually I just gave up and never really tried again. So I know it's a great game, and I like it, mainly like lore wise, I'm really excited to see what this does for like the series, because I'm always excited to see how games connect, and this is like a straight up direct sequel, which usually we don't get with Zelda games. So it's cool. It's cool. And I think this Ganon that is coming to life in the trailer, I believe, is the same Ganon from Twilight Princess, which is pretty cool.
Interesting.
Okay.
I don't know if that's factual or not, but I've heard that. So it's always cool to see how these games connect.
Interesting. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's about it. On our list there, I'm sure there's other things that I know there's other things that I'm excited about. I'm excited to see where Bad Batch goes or continues to go. I like the first 3 episodes a lot. Dude, episode 3, I had to watch it twice. Episode 3 was really good.
Okay, I'll get around that. Oh, did you like that thing I tagged you in, Zach? With Omega?
Yeah.
That was a little creepy.
It was a little creepy. They like Bailey. I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter. They photoshopped essentially a wig onto live action Kid Boba Fett to make it look like.
It's a little creepy.
I think they actually
tagged him. Yeah, he like retweeted it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
It's great. Yeah.
No, he's a good sport about that. I know.
Yeah,
he liked it
from what I've seen.
He's not Anakining it,
No, but he has played the voice of Boba Fett in like the Lego game, I think, recently.
Oh, really?
And a lot of
cool.
Boba Fett appearances. He's doing Boba Fett voices. So
nice.
Yeah. No, it's fun.
Yeah. Anything else you guys can think of? There's a couple other animes that I enjoy that are coming out or are slowly rolling out. Like I really like Vinland Saga. That's being season 2 of that's coming out. I started watching this show called Blue Lock, which I've really enjoyed. It's another anime that their second season's coming out this year as well. That has been a lot of fun. Damn, I don't know. I don't know if I could think of anything else. Any other honorable mentions or things you might?
Is there anything Dragon Ball Z related coming out this year? Any big
rumor has it? There's like thin rumors that maybe the anime would come back this year.
Okay.
I don't think there's any like true legitness to that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I would be excited for that. I mean, yeah. Other than like that Zelda rumor, I can't think of anything else, and that's obviously wouldn't be slated for this year, I'm sure, but
right.
I'm still excited to hear that. No, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's like any movies that I'm all hyped for either, outside of the ones that we mentioned. 65 for sure.
Barbie.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Barbie. I think Barbie could be good. It looks colorful.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not this year. Community movie?
Oh
yeah. I doubt this year.
They start filming in.
They start
June,
filming in June. Yeah. So yeah, it's probably not gonna. It'll probably be next year, but yeah, that'll be super cool. Peacock.
That will be good. I'd finally have to download that. Yeah, it's gonna be a release there.
Just get a free trial and then.
I've got premium.
Yeah,
delete it.
That's what I'll do. All right. Well, exciting stuff coming down the higgity pipeline here. We'll leave it at that. I don't know what we'll do next week, but I'm sure we'll think of something.
Last of Us.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Sure. Look. All right. Peace unto you, children. Go out into the world and spread joy and laughter to everyone you see.
Oh.